Hello everyone, this is Jason Orthodox here. I wanted to start a new gaming let's play of this one game called Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. It's a really cool game, a really underrated gem from the 2000s. So without further ado, let's get started.
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
So basically the main character here is Sly Cooper and he is a master thief. And the controls can definitely take a little bit of getting used to. But yeah, so basically the square button is good for destroying things, and you can pick up all these coins. Yeah, Bentley the turtle, that's the turtle on Murray's that pink hippopotamus at the very
Bentley,
beginning.
I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something.
Bentley's that
Can
guy.
you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Try hitting the square button to break things. Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention, you'll be fried to a crisp.
So yeah, let's continue playing as this master thief. His name's Sly Cooper. He comes from a long line of master thieves, the Cooper family, but they're kind of noble thieves since they only steal from criminals.
Quick, Sly!
Yep, and that's what happens if you ever hit those lasers. They'll then turn red, and if you hit them again, it'll basically burn you. But if you do accidentally run into the lasers, but make sure not to hit it again, you could always just smash the alarm, just like I did right then.
Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
Okay, so it's behind the red door.
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
A lot of coins here. If you get coins, if you get up to 100 coins, you can also get you can also get some really good things. You can get that little silver charm thing. I forget what it's called.
This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
down
That's
through
Bentley
the fire
right there.
escape and head through the parking lot. We'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Criminal!
And that's Carmelita Fox.
I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs
This
a
guy's
paralyzing punch. You
Got a lot of riz, huh?
might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
That makes it not to be destroyed. Now we got no getaway van.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book, the Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up,
Uh-oh.
each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Quite the mission, huh?
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
Yep, so that should be the clip we just watched.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Oh, you want one?
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog.
He's one of the Fiendish Five
As
that
a young
killed
man, this
Sly
hot-tempered frog
family.
grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights.
All the Sly Cooper villains are really eccentric.
The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Welsh Triangle. Not that what coast of Wales that I think that is. Alright, so let's get to this first Sly Cooper letter. First Sly Cooper level.
Hey, Sly! I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb wall.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure. Like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly.
Looks like there's a
You
little
have to
bottle
get
there.
close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me. Now,
So you need
this
to
is
get-
very interesting. The message you just found
You need to
appears
get
be
all of
some
them.
sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
In other words, you gotta get all 20 of these. So here's 2 more right here, and it's 2 more. Yeah, those walrus guys are one of Sir Riley's henchmen. Oh, you're supposed to get up there. We'll have to come back for those later. Maybe I can try again. See if there's something else we can climb up. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, by the way, the whole binoculars you can do with this, the R1 button, just for your information. So let's get moving. Keep out. Well, we're gonna go in.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
And L1 can give you a repeat of Bentley's message. Keep accidentally pressing R1. This guy can throw. Crap, kill. Got me. If you get one of those silver charms, you can actually basically just have that popped without necessarily having to die and, you know, go back to your last checkpoint. And of course, I started right back at the beginning because I hadn't reached that that checkpoint that Bentley had been talking about, you know. Yep. And if you want to climb at one of these, you just go there and press the circle button. Here we go. There's some more clues over there. I don't know how we're gonna get those ones at the top, but knowing me, I'll eventually find a way. I might have to come back to this level. You have to do that sometimes in this game. So this is actually a really well-designed art style. Now hopefully I can. Oh crap, again. There are only 3 lives left. Start off with 5. And don't worry, if you run out of lives, then what you do, you just gotta start back from the very beginning of the level. Oh, and not the checkpoint if you had already reached one. But in this case, it doesn't matter since I haven't reached the checkpoints yet. But nevertheless, I want to get this level finished up so we can move on to the next one. Dear God, hope. Crap. At least I'm collecting all these coins while we're at it. There we go. And we didn't even have to pop that. Yeah, this has really good graphics. Nice comic book style art. What I think it's based off.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
Explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
It's me. Rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
So in other words, basically his storm machine's there to sink ships, and then he goes and collects the treasure. So he's this big pirate, you know, since he was a rich guy that got bored of his rich life and decided to go become a pirate. And then joined the Thievius 5 as a chief machinist. So this is also a walrus henchman, but he's a different kind of one since he breathes fire instead of just with a hammer. As you can see. But we took him out pretty good. I really like these older games. They had a lot simpler graphics and stuff, but I think it's just because it forced them to make like really good art, you know. Oh, that's what I really miss about the old OG games from like the 90s and 2000s, really. And a lot of modern games try to use like hyper realistic graphics, which is great. But the problem is they use it as a substitute for making it actually artistically appealing, which kind of makes them lose their charm, really. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Sue me.
Just jump and hit the circle button.
Jump and hit the circle button to grab on the hooks.
Yep, so you gotta swing, and you do with the left analog stick to go back and forth. And when you're towards the front, press X, and then you can launch yourself forward. Look around. Any more of those clues. they're kind of slow with the hammer. It might make sense because it's, you know, probably pretty heavy. Given the size of it. Ooh, another checkpoint. That means if I die, I'll go back here instead of to the very beginning of the level. But if I run out of all those lives, alright, sounds to me it's not just jumping because it can go upwards, but to run at them, I think is the strategy. If I just accidentally pressed R1 and I'm into that habit. Silly old me.
That large fault has got to be somehow related to those clues in bottle. You're still jumping the gun. You need a few more clues.
Yep, so I need more clues in order to open that up. Let's see if I can... the final key that will help me escape the level. But I also might want to go get a few more clues first before I end the level. 16. Let's target back to the other one. So that should put me at 18. And the 2 at the very beginning at the top of the boat should put me up to 20. If I can get to those, which I can. Yeah, I'll have to come back to this level later. There's a key. I love this game. It has a really good charm to it. Okay. Ooh, a green portal. Prowling the grounds. Really nice calming music.
Now might be a good time to mention that hitting the X button twice will give you an extra high jump flip.
Yep, so that's the level I was just at. First level of Tide of Terror. There we go. Which is going to be facing the right direction. The opposite direction, I mean.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat.
This is the one time
He's really as smart as his police
not
files suggest. and
pressing
that's where we'll
R1.
find him.
Wonderful idea.
R1
But
accidentally.
your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
So let's get those
Interesting. So when are you
those
gonna get to the
keys.
impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Ooh, another one of those charms.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
Lucky charms, I like that. Yep, and by the way, in order to grab onto these, you just press the circle.
I see, chaps. My heartiest congratulations to you all. The storm machine has sunk its 50th ship last night, and the loot has already been unloaded. Our operation is moving along splendidly, with the possible exception being the gross negligence displayed below decks, and I demand the boilers stay at full pressure at all times. If you lazy, lowbrow, technically incompetent pack of gutter snipes did your jobs right, we'd have some 100 ships by now. But of course, Thievius is a fine, fine achievement. Carry on, my boys, carry on.
Sneak up behind and hit him from behind. Yeah. Because trust me, you do not want to deal with... You do not want him to attack you. Yep, and we get an extra life here. Make up for all those deaths I had in the first level. Anyway, I think I'll probably stop the video here. We'll move on to this level right in front of Sly here next episode. It was nice seeing you all, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye!